Hi Pisces, welcome to the reading. Alright, so this is not one of those readings where I show you 3 difficult cards, tell you to protect your peace, and then hand you a neat little list of ways to stop being affected by other people. I don't think these cards are trying to fix anything. I think they are acknowledging something. Sometimes another person's behavior gets into your field and drains you. You can know exactly what they're doing. You can see the agenda underneath, the friendliness. You can recognize a little power move hiding inside and apparently innocent sentences. You can see it all clearly. It can still ruin your day. That is where we begin with the Three of Swords. The first thing I notice is the green running through the center of the card. Okay? It looks like the heart might be bleeding green. Not really, but the green heart energy just going through the sword. If you look at it real quick, it almost looks like it's bleeding out, right? It is living energy, life force. The part of you that stays open enough to care, to feel, to respond. And then you have these 3 swords cutting directly through. For me, these are separate wounds. The first is the behavior itself. The false friendliness, the manipulation, the hidden comparison, the person smiling while quietly throwing a sword. The second is the insult to your intelligence. They behave as though they're not going to notice. They make the move deniable enough that, should you name it, they can act confused, wounded, or completely innocent, right? The third is that you're now expected to manage your response. They create the disturbance, but you're the one who has to remain polite. You have to decide whether saying anything is worth the drama. You have to swallow the honest response because you already know they will not hear it, learn from it, or take responsibility for it. So they walk away clean, and you're left holding all 3 swords. Look at the cloud surrounding this card. The wound has become weather. It's no longer one comment, one interaction, or one little moment. It changes the atmosphere around you. Your body tightens, your mind keeps returning to it. You lose energy you had intended to use somewhere else. And then you become angry with yourself. You think, why did I let this person get to me? Why did I give them my attention? Why am I still thinking about it when they're probably going about their day without a care in the world? But the heart of this card didn't choose to bleed. There are swords in it. Discernment does not make you immune to impact. Seeing the sword coming does not magically stop it from being sharp. Then we move to the sun. Normally, when we see the sun, we think about vitality, warmth, clarity, restoration, life return. But look at the woman in this card. She's lying down. She is letting the sun fall over her entire body, but she doesn't look invigorated. She looks depleted. Her eyes are closed, like she's seen enough, right? And the clouds are still there. I mean, you take a look, they're still kind of hanging around right here. See that? The sun has not erased the atmosphere created by the 3 swords. It's illuminated. That distinction is important. Clarity is not always rejuvenating. Sometimes clarity is exhausting. You see the entire movement. You understand the motive. You understand why the person did what they did. You can see the insecurity, the need for attention, the self-importance, the manipulation, the plausible innocence wrapped around it. You know. But knowing doesn't give you your morning back. It doesn't return the energy that left your body. It doesn't make you suddenly peaceful or grateful for the lesson. Sometimes the light simply confirms the thing you were hoping you had misunderstood. There's no longer any darkness to hide inside. She's lying under the full force of the truth because truth can be heavy too. You can be completely right and completely exhausted at the same time. And then we arrive at the Hermit. The Hermit is number 9. Carries wisdom, completion, culmination, the end of a long internal process. But I don't see the Hermit as peaceful. I see the burden of insight. Her eyes are closed too, just like the figure in the sun, but the light is different now. In the sun, the light's coming from outside, covering her body. In the Hermit, the light has moved inside. She holds the glowing orb at her center. See that? She has internalized what she saw. She doesn't need more evidence. She doesn't need the other person to confess. She doesn't need the room to agree with her. She knows. And sometimes knowing is lonely. Look at the geometry in this card. There's a rectangular shape behind the heart. There's a rectangular beneath the woman and the sun. In the Hermit, we have another brown rectangle surrounded by that heavy black square right here. See that? The heavy black square? And then she's holding a round orb. Everything almost fit. From a distance, the shapes look orderly. The pieces appear to belong together, but something inside you knows they don't. That's the square peg in a round hole. It is the experience of watching something look socially acceptable on the outside while feeling the dissonance underneath it. Everyone else may see a kind comment or a kind remark or, an impression of something. But you see the comparison hidden inside. While others may just see normal conversation or support, you see timing. Everyone may see a misunderstood person. You see the pattern of closeness when closeness is useful and distance when reciprocity is required. And because the outside geometry looks acceptable, you may feel as though you're the only person reacting to what's actually happening. That's the curse of insight. Insight is treated like a blessing, and often it is, but insight can also mean that you cannot comfortably participate in illusions that make life easier for everyone else. And some people stand in the difficult middle. They see clearly, they refuse to lie to themselves. They also refuse to become cruel merely because cruelty would be satisfying for 5 minutes. That middle has a cost. You carry the knowing without always having somewhere to put it. There's no tidy ending for this. I'm not going to tell you that the Three of Swords happened so you could learn a beautiful lesson. I'm not going to tell you the Sun's about choosing joy, or that the Hermit means you should meditate until other people stop irritating you. Sometimes toxic behavior drains you. Sometimes you see it clearly and still feel wounded. Sometimes the greatest restraint is that you do not hand the pain straight back to the person who caused it. And sometimes insight doesn't give you peace. It simply gives you the truth. Pisces, this reading is here to say, I see you. I do. I see you. I see how exhausting it is to live inside dissonance. I see how painful it is when someone hides an agenda inside kindness and expects you to be too naive to notice. I see the anger that comes afterward at them, at the situation, and eventually at yourself because you lost energy to it. You did not fail because it affected you. You saw the sword. It was still a sword. And perhaps for today, being seen in that truth is enough. Thank you so much for being here. I see you. I wanted you to know that I see you. I see this. I understand this. I'm at the same place you are. Some days are better than others. I'd say after episodes such as these, I would go and take good care of myself. Take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your spirit, take care of your energy as much as you can. And work at making your own life happy. Work at trying to walk away as much as you can. Live in dignity for yourself as much as you can. And be good to yourself first. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.